Hello there. As you can see, today it's Monday and it's pretty freezing out there. And I just found out I need to rock some new, more round curves. That means I really don't have anything I can sort of wear when it's so cold. I went to our local supermarket, probably something like Walmart or something where you can actually buy very cheap fleece blankets. And I paid about, as you can see in this, um, in Sweden it will cost about 29 krona, but in Denmark this cost about 20 krona for a fleece plate, and it is what you call Ökotex. It measure about 130 meters, 170 meters, and it's about a little over 3 for a blanket like this. And as you can actually see here, I just made myself one pair trouser here, and as you can see what I'm wearing here, let me lift you up a little bit so you can actually see. And the sweater here, as you can see, I have sort of, so it go high up here. I like that because when you have round curves, there's nothing worse than something that is too tight about your waist. And so that's why I do have something inside. And this blouse t-shirt is actually made out of the colored one. And I sort of picked up the gray one, dark gray, for 2 pair of, you can also call them leggings, but I have made a pattern. It is more like a sweatpants pattern. Okay, but I promise you are going to see me be creative here. So I will lower you down. As you can see, here's the pattern. And long time ago, I made several sizes, and I sort of took an old pair and draw it up. And as you can see, I have sort of made them a little more extension in the center here. I was a little when I saw the size of them, but you know what? Don't care. It's my new rocking curves. But even new filthy rocking curves has to be warm in the winter. These are my old ones. As you can see, normally I make for people. I have two different. I have what you call a sweatshirt. Then I have this, as I call, a high neck t-shirt. It's that one I used for what I'm wearing today. What I actually did was I took an old t-shirt, turtleneck is actually from an old turtleneck. And that means the pattern is very slim. And I had one and I simply did that, and I can show you. And if you check on YouTube, you can actually see people, I sort of, cut it out and use the cutouts. I mean, I simply spread it out, and then I folded the t-shirts, like this. I can show you. I had a t-shirt like this, ordinary white plain t-shirts. Then I folded it like this, and see, and then I simply placed it on top of some cardboard. In this case, it was very big, cheap cardboard sheets. And as you can see, it is smaller than this one, but I simply then just draw out the lines like this. You can also, of course, use a prepaid pattern if you want that. In this case, I am going to use this one. But since this is made for a smaller version of me, I am going to add a little bit to the sides here, not in the center, because if you do, you will end up with a way too big neckline. And it is a little tricky when you only have a sort of, this is my limitation here. And the reason is that I have to cut it that direction. That means because these are made, so we need them. The reason why I bought this very cheap one was because I found out they have stretch into it. So what I did was I placed it like this, and these are very simple, made by my serger, and you can see they're not quite straight. So I'll leave it to the fold and hold here like this and let it fall down. I am lowering you down now, and I'll keep crafting. As you can see, there is a fold here. I got you a little too low, I think, here. This is the front, and the front I like to have it to fold because it doesn't matter that you have a seam in the back. So what I do is I place this here at the back, as you can see, like this. This I am going to place here at fold, like this. I'll put a little extra amount here. The next thing is I'll start by cutting the fold because I don't have much space, because it is so important, because I also need to have some sleeves. And as you can see, it is not wide enough to have the sleeves in here between. And since it's the same stretch, it's stretched that way, I need to have the stretch like this. So what I did was I pushed this as far back as I could, And then I simply, as you can see, have the space here, but have the small part between here. So I'll do that. I'll start off by cutting like this, and that means, hello, Deborah. Hello, my friend. Hello. Good to see you. Today we are simply going to cut out new warm outfits. So, and for me, it is about giving it. As you can see, I need to give it what you call an entire inch about here, because this is actually made with the seam allowance into it. So I just need to have it fixed that way. So what I'm doing, thank you, my friend. As I talked about in the beginning, it is started to be very, very cold outside. And that means this wasn't particularly straight. I need to, and that means I need some warm clothes. And to make my warm clothes, as you can see, what I'm wearing is actually made of these very cheap fleece plates you can get, or blanket. This cost me about a little over $3 for this one, actually 20 krona. I bought this in our local store, Netto, to keep warm. So that means when I'm done, I can show you like this. This has costed me 20 krona to make this blouse, and it has costed me 20 krona to make these pants here. Hello, it's Monday. Yes, it is. uh, let's see. Yep. Hello, son. You did so great. You did so great. Yes, you did. I loved your live stream. So today we are transforming these cheap blankets into a sweater and a pair of leggings in my new rocking size, because it is actually pretty cold here. And as you can see, long time ago, I got one of these rolls I have saved with very wide free elastic, and I am going to use it. And I think I already cut an extra piece of it, and I have. As you can see, I made it like this because I don't like anything that is too tight on me. So yeah, it's still hot with you. Yeah, it really does lay perfectly because, oh, I don't have a flat stomach, but as you can see, it is smooth around the stomach, because when you have curves, you don't like anything go between. Yeah. So I don't know how flat it is, but I'm going to cut these afterwards, and then I'm going to turn around the computer because I have done my serger ready, my overlock over there. So let's begin by cutting this. And as you can see, I have cheated. I have made some folded extra, like ribbing here, and this here. And the same I did with my pants. As you can see, I got this ribbing in here. So let's begin. And I am, of course, going to remember to make them a little bit wider, what I do. So I'll flip you down. Yeah. Yeah. So, and as you can see, I just cut kind of girl here. I just make sure I got it here. And in a minute, I got a kitty who wants to come and play. Yep. And I have to go out a little bit here. I am just cutting. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Fiona. Hi. Hi, Fiona. Hi. Okay. Hej, skatter. Pas nu på fuserne. Okay. I need to put that down because I got company. Hi, skatter. Hi. Hi. Hi, skatter. Yes. Så kunne du se her. Der. Prinsesse. Ja, prinsesse. Der. Prinsesse, mor skal altså bruge det her. Gider du at flytte det lidt? Okay, as you can see, you have, yeah, I got it almost okay here. Yep. And then I need to do the front, and as you can see, the front, meow, Fiona, var det en, der sagde? Hej med dig. Yes. And you know what, girls? It sort of doesn't matter if I use a table, the floor, no matter where. I do have a kitty that want to come and check out what is Mama doing. Yes. What is Mama doing? And in this case, she is very curious about, and she got it. Yeah, but that's the front here. I am very careful to cut when she's here. And I think it's 1/2 inch. I used to it here. So, okay. Let's see, because as you can see, she helped me before and I was cutting and I wanted to take something and she gave me a claw in the hand here. So, yep. She is really, really naughty sometimes. And front and back here. Let's see if they are sort of. So, and I didn't. I can see that. Yeah, I did. I measure. Perfect. Almost perfect. So, and here we have her, my little precious. And we need to have a little break because I have company. Mm. Mm. Wait, what was that? Hvorfor det? Hallo? Nej, Fiona mor skal altså bruge stoffet nu. Ikke også? Ved du hvad, jeg står her og se, der er nogen der, ikke også? Ja. I got it. But she won't move, and I can assure you I am not touching her again because I try to sort of, sweep him off. Yeah. Yeah, Kansas is ringing in your ear. Yeah, I can remember because, I had a sort of, yeah. I want to. Yep. As you can see, she has decided, as you can see here, to sort of sit on right there. And last time she did it and I just knocked her over, she sort of gave me yeah. So I just need to yeah, have a break. Yeah. So, and as I can tell you girls, no matter what, she'll be there. Even if I take it on a table, she will come and she'll just disturb me a little bit and place herself on top of it. And that's how it is. But let me see if I can convince her to go over there. Yep. Because I have something in my kitchen. So, Fiona, You are my visitor. Yep. Hello again. Hello. Oh no, you're buffering. I'm sorry. Have a look what I got for you. See? Chicken, 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 chicken. Yes, it. Kom. Kille. Ikke på vores der, skat. Kom. Skal du have det kylling? Ja, kom så. Kom. Ja, kom så. Skal du have det her? Ja, kom så. Kylling. Ja, se. tried with chicken. Hello. I just tried with pure chicken meat. I got some chicken yesterday and I have placed it down there. Hopefully, we can convince her. Yeah. Lucky for me, this is going to be one of these blouses I need to have. Yeah. It's yes, it is exactly. Yeah. I can't get this to recharge. Why won't it? It's because I am sort of buffering. I am buffering. Why won't I? Let's see. Yep. I need that piece of blanket. Go and get your chicken. Thank you. Let's turn you around and lower down here. Again, as you can see, the reason I sort of had to make it like this, and that means I am so filled with Fiona here, is because I have the sleeve. And as you can see, to make space for the sleeves, I did like this. And lucky for me, the extra is actually enough because these are made with sewing allowance. So I just need to cut. And the reason is because this has a stretchy edge to it, like this. So I am cutting like this. And the reason why I need that extra, if I do have my sewing allowance, is because I am got a little bigger and rounder since I made the pattern. That is why. And we got it here. And of course, I got some of the seam into it like this. It sort of had like a hem stitch. I just need to remove it. This is actually, I mean, such a cheap blanket, so it's okay. And for home wear, it is also okay. Just need to straightening out. So, and this is actually some sort of emergency clothes. Yeah. So, you're still with me here? This is the second sleeve. Not the best quality, but here we go. Then I need the neckline, and then I am going to find, I have this with the fold into it. That means it's a double stretch. I need to find out. I need it like this, around 15 centimeters, up like this. And as you can see, I don't measure a lot here. It's just like cut as you go here, like this. And that means this is going to be the neck of the sweater. Then I had this one here, hopefully. Do I have this? Nope. And that means I can't have, there's not enough for this here, unless I have to stitch a couple of these together. Yeah, and I really do like this, so what do I do? Because it seems this has been a little smaller than the other one. So, no, you know what? I think I'll skip this one, and do something else. Yeah. But you know what? I do have. No. Never mind. But I will at least need for the sleeves. Like these are these wide enough? I think so. You know what? I'll try something here. And I want as much as this. And here. And that means I need to have this. And as you can see, it's already far too much. So I do like this. Here they have to be stitched together as one long one. Here I need to just cut like this. And it right now, I would say, if you're professional and you watch this, please. I mean, honestly, this is very cheap material, and yeah, you can do it better. You can do whatever you want. I have just chosen to do like this. basically because no matter what, I do have a kitty, and my wonderful kitty, she will help me do my bidding. I also found this is, I promised to came on today. It is Monday. It is my live stream. And you know what? Sometimes they want to be company. So here it is. That was this one. The next thing is I am going to cut here. I do have a cut piece here. And I do need to go and stitch this up like this, but I have to do it in the living room in the other machine. Hello, Maria. Welcome, welcome. You're listening. Okay, nice. Oh, you got Bluetooth earbuds. Wow. Yes. Oh, so we are going to cut the pants right now. Because you know what? She's sitting and looking in her little box. And that means we have space. And it seems Luna has a very, very busy young lady out there. And as you can see, this has a more like a crocheted edge to it. And I want to tell you something, that is, this has been laundered. That means I have been washing this. Oh, the height on the yeah. Again, I need to make sure I set up. This is the front and this is the back. It has a lighter gray to it, and I think I just fold it with the right sides to it like this. And do it up like this. And again, I want to show you, this is also, you know, homemade. After a pair of leggings, I simply just cut up. I found out the only thing is I need to have a little off here, just a tiny bit. I found out I need this to go a little deeper down like this. And I can feel it because I'm actually wearing them. The paper is simply just some parchment or butter paper. You use it in Denmark for wrapping up. I have written something about, oh, it's front. Yeah. So, and again, as you can see, it goes straight. And again, I do it on the stretchy side of this old, new, cheap blankets. And as you can see, it doesn't fold correctly. So I need to try it again. But the problem is it doesn't want to be folded. I hopefully I need to see if I can put it more like this. And these are very, very cheap ones. I don't know the price in Walmart or anything, but I know these cost about less than $3 or a little over $3 because I paid 20 krona for them. In Denmark, 20 krona is pretty cheap for a new t-shirt and a pair of leggings like this. And this is how it is. I just need to put yeah, I do have some tablecloth underneath, so I am just going to cut a little extra. And this is the back side, has to go a little extra up. I found out, just need to do like this. Here we cut this. Sorry, I can't read the comment right now, but I will later do it. And I am going to have these cuff underneath here, so I'm sort of cutting the excess, as you can see, of them. And of this I'm going to cut some leg cuffs like this, and they have to be at quite a little, about 2 inch, 4 inch smaller if you wanted an inch. And then it did need to be a little more straight. I am not so keen about this because this is something I just have to sneak into when I'm home and when it's cold, and sort of, you know, stay warm kind of style. And that's what it is. We got this. And that means, as you can see, I got a teal one, or turquoise, a very beautiful green one, blue-green-ish. That is going to be an extra sweater. So all in one, I wanted to make myself 2 sets of outfit. And since I'm live streaming, I can't put you on hold, but I can do something else because I need to go to the next room. But I'll do you something very good, and that is I am going to twist you around here, voila, like this. And let's have a look if we can see here, we need to lift up a little bit here. Let's have a look. See, I'm right here. That means I can turn to you guys, and you have Fiona. I had sort of to remove her water, which she was not very happy for. Yep. So if you guys will join yourself with Fiona for a moment, I will go and get my water, and I'll finish up the elastic. I need to go in the other sewing place because I have a special machine for that. So can you stay clear with Fiona for a moment and go and fetch some coffee, because I also would like some coffee while we are. Oh, that is, I'm so glad to hear. So Fiona is here. We'll see you in a bit as fast as I can. So I am going inside. We are going to start making the leggings, and I am going to go inside, fold this like this, and make a stitch like this, fold it out like this. So when I'm done with it, it will look like this. So I have this, and the reason I do like this is because if it's sort of too tight, I can peel it off, stretch it up, and give it some more, or I can make it smaller by cutting off the elastic again. But I know I will need about 5 centimeters, 4 centimeters like this. So I am going to do that. Ja, og så har du selvfølgelig ikke varmet den i dåsen, men i et andet stykke, ikke også? Okay, det er fedt. Ja. Ja, men skal du få, jeg er jo rejst lige nu. Så lige nu der har de fået lov til at sidde og underholde sig med Fiona, der ligger og kigger ud af vinduet. Ja, altså det er omkring en times tid eller sådan noget. Ja, skal vi ikke se den? Okay du, vi ses. Yes, hej. my way back here. Need my water. And of course, my son just called. Hello there. Thank you, Soto. Sita, here it is. And as you can see, I am a little front. I stitch it like this and stitch it down. First like this, fold it over, stitch all around here twice. And that means you have it like this. And the reason I have started to doing that is because if this is too big or too small, I can sort of take it off again, because what I'm doing, I can show it here. What I'm actually doing is I'm stitching it on like this here without cutting into the elastic. And that means if it should happen, I need to sort of reduce the elastic. I can just peel off that piece and stitch it in, or stitch out the elastic, or in this case fold it easier together. And besides that, I really don't like to make these casings for it, because suddenly when you wash, the elastic will do like this, or it will twist, or it's like a nightmare if you hit the elastic. And so when I do something and I have this magnificent, I'm not proud of it, but this is actually my waistline, and so be it. So yeah, so I will be here now. As you can see, I'll start up by, these are the cuffs for the down part of the trousers, so I'll start to stitch them together. And as you can see, I have chosen the darker gray outside, so I will fold them like this, and I'll stitch it down. And here we got them. I don't know how I can put the computer, but maybe the owner wouldn't mind. I take it over here. Let's have a look. Like this. Let's see how that goes. And I can put my water. I just need to have this. Let's have a look. Yep. Oh, thank you, Maria. Nope. Sometimes you just have to live with it, right, Maria? And just make it out inches and rock the curves. I mean, so be it. Yes. I am going to put you over here a little bit. Because I will lower you a little bit here, so you actually can see what I'm doing. And I got my phone over here, so I'll see once in a while. I'll check what you're asking about. And as you can see, I am folding it like this. So it is double like this. I like to prepare things like this. Is going to be a little more exciting because what we are going to make today is a t-shirt and a pair of trousers, because I like to have a clean set at least each day in the winter time, because so I can sort of, when I have taken a shower, get it into pretty clean clothes. And we got the pants here. As you can see, I have sort of cut it up without the side seam because I think that's the most clever part about it. And I'm stitching down like this. I need to figure out where did I put my scissors. Yep. And what I'm going to do, I'm searching. And I would recommend, if you don't have a searcher and you are fancy about trying this, here we go. Yes. You can also do it on an ordinary machine like her. But it seems that I had a little accident with her, and that means that I don't know what you call it. This ribbon that has to draw everything. It's a poof and down. So I am actually waiting for a new spare part for her. Sadly, but otherwise, I recommend you can actually do a zigzag because it is an elastic fabric. I am not one of these persons that is so. My knife is a little dull here, but I am also very careful not to cut too much of the edge because that means you're actually making it smaller. As you can see, I have now done it front and back. Then I am going to take my elastic. Where did I put my elastic? On the floor. Yep. And as you can see, what I'm actually doing is I'm taking the back side like this. And the easiest part is to do it when you have them like this. I need to figure out, this is the back side here. So what I'm actually doing is I'm taking it like this and put the seam right next to the seam here. Front against front. And again, you have to be careful with needles and a serger. Then I simply fold the elastic in 4 like this. And as you can see, it needs some stretch. So what I'm going to do is I put it fold to fold. That means fold to edge here. Like this, and put it so you can actually take it out. Then I do it the opposite way. Fold it like this. Up center to center here. And stretch it out. Find the center part of the fabric and sort of put it down to the center part of the last. And you can, of course, you can make a casing or you can make some drawstrings, but since I got all that magnificent, lovely free white elastic, I am doing it this way. And that means when I'm stitching, I'm stretching it up like this. Normally, if you're not that sure, you can do it another extra time, but Um, yeah, I'm too lazy right now to do that. So here we go. Be sure that the best thing you can actually do, what I'm doing is that you can actually take off the knife function so you don't risk to cut into the elastic if you use the serger. And that means the knife is not cutting. And that's it. And I like to have the knife on back on here. As you can see, we now got the elastic in the waistband here. And that's how it is. Then you open up like this and you simply just take the seam here next to the seam down here. And I like to just put a needle to hold these two on place like this. And here we go, and we'll take that in one long stitch. Very easy. And I put the knife back on. Because you know what, I didn't cut it very soon, but I'll let the knife, the serger deal with it. So, and as you can see, I got it here. Here we are. Remove the needle down here. And I know I do have my serger thread on, and you know what? Nobody's actually going to see inside. So, and as long as you don't see it from the front, I don't care what color it has. And here we go. As you can see, I have folded these cuffs. I think they're called also the elastic. And what I'm actually doing is I'm placing them seam to seam here. That means the seam go inside. Then I fold it like this. And I'm actually doing the same as I did with the elastic in the waistband, and this time I'm choosing to put again 4 needle in 4 corners like that to keep it almost same. So because this is only wear under a knitted dress or home or in a very, very cold night. I am actually going to use it as a pajamas because sometimes it can be cold in the night. And remember, you have to put them on from the inside out because you still have the nice side inside. So you put the cuffling inside. I'll show you. And this is absolutely totally laziness, because then I don't have to go and change for the other machine and make a hem like that, because I also have that the hems sort of stretch out, and that's why I really like to make these cuff. And I do like my sleeves very long because when it's cold you can cover up like this. You can also make like a hole, you can cut up and make like a buttonhole here, so you can actually put the thumbs out like this if you want. But and the cuff does that, you can actually stretch it up and it holds pretty good. And here we go. As you can see, one is on. Then I'll take the other one here. So here we go. Again, put some needle into it. Not the fanciest, but let's have a look. So I know it is a little early. I am on today. I hope you two girls are doing great. I got Deborah, I got Maria, and I got Soto with me, and I'm thankful for that. And I really enjoyed Soto's little live stream what you did, and I like that idea how you use your bottle caps. After I actually saw your video, your live, and you showed me that Soto, I am sort of started up saving. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I have saved some of my old bottle caps because here in Denmark we have to have our, you know, soft drink bottle has to have the lid on it, the cap on it. But I found out that there's a lot of things that is not recycle or money on it, as we call it. So I have saved them. Some of them milk cartons and stuff like that has lids, and they are non-recyclable, so that just has to be burned, and that's how it is. So here you are. I want to show you. I am going to lift you up a little bit here. I have already now made myself a decent, modest pair of leggings, trousers, sweatpants. These has a lot of their names. And again, yes, this is my size now, and I'm proud of it. And they look like this. As you can see, very easy, simple. The entire cost of this has been about 20 krona. And I can say $1 is 6 krona. So a little over $3 for a pair of pants. And as you can see, it has the stretch to it. So this is going to be a very Christmas outfit because it is going to have here, as you can see, here's the leggings like this. And I like the cuffs because it sort of keep it to the ankles so the cold don't get up. What we are going to do now, when I was here, is it is not very hard actually. What you actually is doing, you just simply open up here like this, how wide you want your pockets, and you just cut it open like this, a little further. I can show you. You don't have to have an entire side seam, but you can actually do it, or you can make it a top pocket. But if you want pockets, I don't like pockets, but you know what? No, for you, I'll do it. Let me show you. I just need some extra material. Here, I got this. I just need to sort of figure out the stretchy part of it. I'll show you. Imagine this as your pants side here. As you can see, we have the side here. This is the fold of the side of your pants. You take, as you can see, I actually have almost the shape here as a pocket. So what I'm going to do is I'm cut it like this. It's to show you what you're actually doing here. And you are doing like this, a little cut here for the opening, a little wider here, and open up like this. So what you have is like this. As you can see, it is a very nice pocket shape. We can round it off here a little bit. So as you can see, you are actually having the pocket like this. So shape it like this. You need two pieces. What you then do is you have the fold here. You measure up where you want your pocket. I want it absolutely here in the hips. You place it and then you mark where you are going to open it. And what you're actually doing is you're opening a little extra because you need to have a little extra seam. So what you are doing is you just simply cut it open like this in the fold and give it a little extra here and up. What you're then doing is you are taking, open up, and as we said, there was the back side. So you are placing, as you can see, then you take these front, like this. And then you simply fold it like this and hold it on like this, pin it on like this. And the same here. Make sure they are sort of same side. Then you start up by stitching here and go down. like this. And you have it here. As you can see, what I have now is I have made them like this. Here we have them. Then you are turning it inside out like this. So imagine this is the side of yours. And then you simply fold the seams together like this. And then you simply stitch around like this. And this can be tricky on a serger, but let's see how it goes. Yeah. And you can see it, I'm stitching it in like this. I think it can be a little tricky to get it permanent, but you can do it. And you stitch it all around like this. Make sure you have the edges to the edges here and sort of hold it like this. Here we have it. And as you can see, what I have done is I simply stitched from here all around here and here. So when I open up my site, and as you can see, I forgot to cut this off. But where did I put the smaller? Here. Here it is. As you can see, here you have it. This is the side of your sweatpants. You will get a little, but if I normally would cut it all the way up in the waist like this. So if this is the waist, I will sort of stitch it up from the waist like this and cut it open, because then you don't see the fold, and you do like this. And here you have it. There is your pocket inside the pants, and it is going to look like this. You can do that. You can actually hand stitch them down like this, make a hand stitch or a stitch, so keep it on place like this. But other ways, here you have it, a side pocket like this, and it will flatten like this when you wear them, as you can see, like this. So you have a pocket. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I hope it made sense for you. I really do. And here I am going to start with the sweater. So, and I need to figure out what I want to be front and what I want. This is the front here, because it has a front and a back, I think. Yep. So I'll start off with the neck. Oh, you just lucky me. I'm here. So, yep. And I can assure you this is warm. It really is warm. It is almost too warm now, but it soon will be perfect. Especially, and since I have a little darling who placed herself to it, perfect. And these are What is these for? Why do I have double up of these? I only need 2 sets. This is front. This is front. I cut some extra. Yay! Yep. But you say the weather is still warm. I hope Tita is all right, Tita Kathleen, because I heard something about Texas is very, I don't know, some places they're very, very dry. And yeah, and some places they are very stormy, rainy. But I really hope she's doing fine. I don't know if she even can get on, because some people said they have trouble to get onto my channel. I don't know why. I haven't blocked any. Maybe it's YouTube that's making problems. I don't know. I need to extend these because I couldn't get a whole plain one. So what I'm actually doing is stick to them also here. So I just need to be sure I have them right here. Yeah, some areas are badly flooded in Texas. Oh my goodness. I hope Tita is safe. I really do. So as you can see, I have made it out of 4 smaller pieces, and you can do that. And this is, last minute winter. I am going to freeze my butt if I don't make it, kind of thing. Oh, driller halen nu. Driller halen. Skal du have lidt luft ind? Driller den dumme hale, hva? Yeah. And here we got it. Like this. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Just make sure that this has a smooth edge to it, especially when you use a serger, and it'll be fine. Yeah, that's okay, Soto. So, and we got the sleeves here. We got front and back. And as you remember, what I actually did was I had to sort of make the back side in 2 pieces. So what I'm going to do now, to check if I have folded it the same way. Front against front here. And yep, it is. And we are stitching down in the back here. And sometimes, yes, because of holes, they're not the same. I don't mind that because you know what? We are fixing it. And as I told you, this is nothing I have. This is definitely not something I am going to wear around the place like this here. So what I'm going to do is I am cutting it right here like this. I have a little plastic bag here. I sort of stuff this into. And you know what? I'll wait. I'll say coffee break. So when Soto is back, I'll go and fetch some coffee if I still have somebody here. And yeah, so I am out for coffee, and you can have Fiona here and the view like this. When okay, Soto, I am going for a cup of coffee, and so you will have our little beautiful Fiona in a few minutes. So yes, thank you. we come. I am back, and I can see Fiona has joyful. Yeah, here it is, my darling. Your chicken. I need to. I believe I had a touch screen, but I need here. Here we are. I'm back. And as you can see, here it is, her little chicken plate. And I can tell you, our local supermarket yesterday, I was out shopping. They had actually chicken legs. 4 chicken legs, you know, the down part of a chicken leg for 4 pieces. Oh, that I'm so glad to hear, Tita. So I actually got 4 chicken legs for about $1.50. And I think that was pretty cheap. So I bought 2 packets of 4 chicken legs, and I boiled up 4 chicken legs. So I'm not so fancy about it, but I know my kiddies like them, so I sort of buy them for them. It was sort of a what do you call it? A clearance sale or something. So she is going to have, and Fiona and Chopper and I are going to have chicken soup tonight because I like chicken soup. So, but back to here, as you can see, I took the back seam on the sweater I wanted to make. Wait till you come back, my lovely Tita. And as you can see, I'll start with the shoulders and place it with that side you want to be the front. I can't see much difference, but there is a slight difference between the front and the back here. It's like it's knitted fabric, so, or knitted materials. So let's go for it. I found it's easier sometimes to lift that thing to make sure. And yes, I am one of these people who need to take off the glasses to be able to see what it is close to me. Thank you, Tita. So, and yeah, I do like, you know, it is sort of matching. I know you can buy these in all sorts of colors and pattern and ugly, but I would prefer the solid colors and, you know, colors that will go together. Like I wouldn't make a pair of trousers in these and a sweater like this, or put these two together. So that's why, when I can have it, I will choose to take the dark gray. Yeah. Or a lighter gray. So when I have done that, as you can see, I have done the neckline like this. I am going to find, because it is easier to put this on without you have to sort of take a fight with the sleeves. So as you can see, I already prepared it, and I place this from the inside here, because you have to admit we have the front inside. So we are taking it inside. Again, I do what I do with the elastic. Fold it up in 4. Here's the center back. Measure the center here. Front. and you have it in the front here, like this. And you do it so it is sort of evenly stretched out. You fold it again like this. And as you can see, the front is bigger than the back. So what you're doing is measure up like this and see if you have it decent. You have it decent here. Yes. And put a needle to it. Again, stretch, put a needle around the shoulder here, like this. And then you check up, yeah, it is like you want it, and you'll start from the back. Here. And you place it. Again, I just lift up here, place it in. Remember to check you have all 3 layers and stretch it out like this. And make sure the shoulder is flat down here so you don't get a fold into it. Again, place the 3 together. And sometimes it's easier to do by hand than put a whole bunch of needle into it, and then suddenly you discover one of the layers has sort of slipped out. So it is actually easier to keep them together by hand when you reach the place. And you have to remember when you make a neckline in stretchy fabric or material, don't make it too big because it is stretchy and you are making it bigger by stitching. Here we have it. And as you can see, here is the neck of the sweater, and I like to sort of check out that I have everything I need. I do. And then you have the neckline onto it. What I then do, I have a little inside curve here, but the sleeves are the same. So here we have the sleeves like this. And again, it is no such thing as front and back. And again, I need to figure out this is the one I need here. Fold it like this. And you need the right side to go front. Center, again, center seam here. Put a needle like this. You're welcome. Thank you, Soto, because you know what? It is easier to make it bigger, but it's not easy to make it smaller. So start out small because it will stretch out when you stitch into it, and especially because this is a very stretchy material. Keep it flat, and then when you have the center, you hold it like this. Put a needle like this so you know this is where it has to go. Stretch it. And this is actually basic something I just made myself. I took some old clothes that was done being wearable. You couldn't use it anymore. cut it up and simply draw the patterns from it. And as you can see, I had a leak here because my foot was slithering here, down here. So I lost attention. So again, we try. Then you simply fold it up like this. Fix and repair like this. So that is a brilliant good cup of coffee. So what I'm actually doing is I always start to put both sleeves on. Here. And you're going to see the finished result here. Laid on, very easy again. Center, hold it center to the shoulder seam here, and again stretch the sleeve a little bit. Again, be careful because it is stretchy, and to make a t-shirt or blouse like this, the best part is using some stretchy. I know you can have some fleece material that is not stretchy at all. Then you of course has to make a bigger pattern template or cut it after something non-stretchy. So this is very, very simple stitching. You can also of course hand stitch it if you want that, just with back stitch. Sit down and hand stitch it. I have done that in the past, and I like to sit and imagine it's an embroidery, and you can be so happy that these days you don't have to hand stitch a gala dress or close to the entire family by hand. But we women had to do that in the past. So, and again, like the pants, you just put a needle seam to seam under the sleeve like this. So, and you fold it out so you have it like this. And yep, here it is. So you measure it like this, and one in the end here, how it is going to be there. And you don't have to here because you start here, tip of the sleeve. And of course, make sure it doesn't twist on you as it did here. I did get it. So that's why it is always a good idea when you take a surgery, just have a vision of the downside so it doesn't slip under and sort of pull the top layer back. And help it a little bit there. Then go down and again make sure you sort of have both things like this. This wasn't the perfect cut because we had a kitty on it, but it is assemblable. You can put it like that. And then you simply take, when you have the sleeve like this, and then I have put it together, I take the cuff like this, and again I put the seam against the seam here. And in this case, it has to be a tiny bit smaller, about an inch. If we take it American, as you can see, it is about an inch shorter here, and stretch it out like this so it hold here. Put a needle on the opposite side, because you don't want these to be too tight. You want them just to sort of be able to hold the sleeve on its base and give you a nice finish on the edges. And stretch it out. You need to stretch both layer. I repeat, both layer, all the 3 layers, because it is stretchy. And to be sure that you are keeping the stretch, you are stretching it out like this, and you can do it because this is a serger. And the reason is because also because it is a stretchy material, you can easily make it too loose here, so you have this flip flop. I don't like that. Here we have it, and it's all fine here. And that was one sleeve. And we go back to the other sleeve here. Like this, somebody is playing with sunlight. We have a little gap there. We just go over here, and let's have this side done. And yeah, I missed the, nope, I still have it. And again, I forgot the needle here, but it will be all right. I see it fit, because sometimes when it is stretchy, you can actually risk you stretching one of the parts too much. And as you can see, there's a pretty tight part that is not straight. I remove that one. And here we go. We need the layer. And as you can see, at the time, it is a very cheap and fast way to make yourself a set of clothes. Yep. And here we have it. I'll just put it in here. I need to make sure that it is almost there. Like this. And I'll check it out. We got it. Yes. Then as I told you, we had to put this together of 4 little pieces. And what I'm doing is I'm taking, as you can see, I have a back seam. So I'll count the back seam into here and put it seam against seam in the sides next to each seam. Fold it, and the opposite side here again. And I am placing the needle so I can grab them before I sort of reach them. Because if it's inwards, you will have difficulty to go in and pick them up. And again, here we have the number 3 seam. We fit that by next to the center back seam here. So again, like the elastic, you point out 4 points, and at the front you have to sort of fold it to find the center of the front, like this. Yeah, it's look decent, and put a pin to it. And then you will start from the back side. You can also start from the side, but I sort of made it a rule, if there's a back seam, you start from the back seam. And you go in, make a little here, clear it out. And again, stretch. And of course, make sure you have all 3 layers. It is so important. So it can be a little tricky here, like this. Also because when it's stretchy and you stretch it too much, the edges can actually start to roll inwards, and we don't want that, because we like to have the end meeting here. And as you can see, voila, we are almost done here. Here we have it. Are you ready, folks? See, I need a cup of coffee. I'll put on my glasses and lift you up. Stand up. And here we got it. All done. Yes. Drum roll. Yeah, da da da. Let's see how it looks. Dum dum da dum. And this, they look big, but it's my size, and it fit perfectly. I love it. And voila, here you have it. A very, very cheap, easy made t-shirt, turtleneck style, made of a very cheap fleece blanket for 20 krona. That's a little over $3 in American money. And the same with these. As you can see, these are the pants that will go with it. So now I have made myself a brand new set of clothing. Yes, I have. And that's how easy you sort of do it. So, and I like the way that you sort of have the seam in the back. I don't mind that. So, and yeah, they're long, but I can assure you it's comfy. And let's have a look. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm glad to hear that, because I like to come back with my crafting and my, easy to tools, save a lot of money kind of thing. So yes, I am so happy. You liked it. So what I want to do is I'll take my coffee inside and I'll come and bring you inside. Let's go inside here. So, and we are going inside the living room. As you can see, I wear an outfit I made yesterday or earlier this morning. You will try it? Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm so happy to hear that, because I am so happy I could show you some great things, and a little fast lesson in stitching and stuff like that, because it is expensive. I mean, look at this. It is very cheap, right? I got a bunch of these. And I'm sure IKEA, I know if people have IKEA, you can actually get them even cheaper. I got some very cheap one in IKEA for about 15 krona. It's so amazing. And you know what? The blankets are like 130 centimeters. I don't know how much inches. Yes, I do. I do. I do. Look what I bought, girls. Can you recognize this? Yes, 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 yes. Here we are. It is about 53 inches that way. Yes. And you know what? And on the opposite side, I got metric. I got metric and one size, and I got the inches here. So it is easier for me now to sort of, help out. Best of both worlds. Yes. And okay, we reach 60 inches, and then we need to put a little more to the 60, and we have 70. We have 75 inches that direction. So as you can see, you don't need more than that, and I could easily make little puffy aside. I would say for an X large, it's doing okay. Even for pants, it doesn't have to be. There's a lot of stretch in this. Not in this. There's also some stretch in this, as you can see here, like this. And it's also one of these cheap ones. Actually, it costed about 5 krona more, so it is a little heavier, a little stronger, but I love it. And you know what? When I am done with, we are talking about quilts and stuff like that. When I have these, these are choppers, comfy plates, or organs. I don't know what you call it. I can call it a plate or a blanket. And when I can see, okay, it is started to look nasty, I sort of, make it into a quilt. So I use it as filling or batting, as a batting for my quilts. And that's the same I did later on tonight. I will come back and or I promised, if Chaba is not home early, I'll come back again later, but don't kill me if I don't. But I'll show you how far I got on my quilt blanket, and we can have a little quilt session together later in a couple of hours. I'm not sure he's home before 10, so if we say about, it is about dinner time now. Yeah, I will come back later, about in 3 hours. I'll come back. It will be about 9 o'clock Denmark time, but it will be 3 hours from now your time, because here it is up. It's supper time, and my son is coming home for supper. He is run out of food, so he's coming here to have supper. So when we have eaten supper, I'll sort of put some power here, and we can come back. Okay, thank you. I would love that, Soto. And you have now seen how to put in a pocket. And it is easily done, as I told you. Just cut it open from here down to where the pocket are going to be, and insert the pocket, and then close it up and stitch around like this. So you can do that. You can even do it in skirts. Yes. Love you. Thank you. I love you too. So it is, oh my God, 2 hours. Love you, girls. And I need power. See you later, hopefully. And thank you for coming, Tita. See you. Bye.